All right, beautiful people. Hope I'm finding you happy and healthy today. We're going to take a quick look at LPX again, give you something to look at besides that damn P-dye stuff. So here we go. LPX. This is our DAB. This is our one of our public ones. We have about six public LPXs. We're going to take a quick look at this one here. So this is our UpX LPX, our largest one. We started this thing off with 1.25 billion UpX. Now some people are thinking, hey, you know what? 1.25, I don't want to lose my UpX. Well, you still have $4,580 worth of dye. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the math on this to show you how many UpX you can get because we don't have any impermanent loss despite all the burning we've done with this. But let me take you over to the deck screener. You can see that the LPX is buying and selling, buying and selling. In fact, let me jump back over here, go back to the transactions tab on this thing here. And if I look at the transactions, you can see that, hopefully this doesn't take forever to load, that about 7 minutes ago, we spent $79 on some UpX. 13 minutes ago, we spent $108 on some UpX. So we're buying UpX. So we are using that dye. So that dye that we saw in our portfolio, this 4,580 dye here, they're using that. They're buying UpX with this currently. Now, I do want to take you over to the intense data that shows you these transactions. So this is from our good friend Boss. Boss is a genius when it comes to pulling data off the blockchain. And you see this is block what, 1574, and you see all these transactions. I want to slide you over here and show you what that is at the other end of this thing. So here we go. So you can see that right here, this transaction here, they spent $51. They bought 308,000 dye. But here's this 44B3 address. That's the burn address. They sent almost 8,000 of them to the burn address. Down here a little bit lower, E80B, that's the LPX address, and you can see that they lost some dye. They spent 227 dye. They purchased 1.3 million UpX. Now that's the stuff they keep in the wallet. There was another 35,000 UpX that was purchased that was sent to the burn address. So the LPX is burning UpX for us. In fact, in the couple of months we've looked at this, it's burned about, I don't know, around 20 million UpX or maybe 30 million UpX have been burnt. So it's buying and burning UpX, and actually it's probably been more than that if I go back and check it. We need to run some more data because it may be closer to 40 million, 50 million UpX have been burnt. So that's what's going on. Now they're not always buying UpX. As we saw on that thing, they're selling some. So if I come back down here, let me find some parentheses. Here you go. Here's some where they sold 118 or 188,000 UpX. They were able to grab some dye with that. Here's a 127,000 sale, and they grabbed what, $42 worth of dye probably. So you can see what's going on with this here. They're buying and selling. And some people are like, okay, I like the buying part, but I'm not a big fan of the selling part. What in the hell is going on with the selling part? Well, that's how you get the dye. And if we take that dye right there and you divide that by 3016, it comes out to about 28 million. So you can get all of your UpX back. If this thing purchased right now with all of this, we would have all of our UpX back that we started with because we started with 1.25. And we've burned an additional probably 30 million or more with this LPX. So LPX does a great job of buying and selling, and it's not hurting the price, it's pushing the price up. Because why does this thing go and buy? Well, our token's not getting, we don't have sellers. What happens is the price of Pulse drops. And when the price of Pulse drops, it makes it look like the price of UpX is dropping. And so what happens? The LPX says, hey, you're getting some cheap UpX, go buy it. So it goes and buys some cheap UpX, and that helps us push our ratio higher. That's how our ratio keeps going higher. It's buying when Pulse is dropping. So this thing's a beautiful system. It's going to work for almost every token on PulseChain. And we're launching this thing on testnet here this month. So we're really excited about what LPX is doing, because let's say the PulseX community decides to take their PulseX and build an LPX, and they go and throw in, billions of PulseX in here. Every time they do a transaction, a small scrape of that's going to go over and help our ecosystem. So not only will it help their community, it's going to help our community. So LPX is a big deal. Hopefully you guys are excited about this, or as excited as we are, because we think it's going to make a big difference for our token as well as the entire PulseChain. Everybody have a beautiful day.